By 2050, it is estimated there'll be more plastic in our ocean than fish. The rate at which garbage is making its way into our oceans is increasing exponentially. This plastic is not only hurting the marine life, but it's also making its way into our own bodies through the food that we eat. The North Pacific Ocean is a large collection of floating plastic. This massive plastic is called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. It's 20,000 square kilometers in size and estimated to be the size of Texas. Boyne Slat is part of a team of Dutch scientists who have constructed a self-contained device fitted with sensors and transmitters that have successfully been able to retrieve used plastics from these types of areas of the ocean. The question, however, is what can we do with this recovered plastic? Even the plastic that do make its way into the recycling plants often end up in landfills and are rarely used to create new consumer products. How often have you been guilty of putting plastic into the wrong bin? Imagine what you do times 7.88 billion. And that's not even considering waste put up by large companies and plants. Of course, plastics are not the only thing ending up in our landfill. Used footwear and sneakers are often discarded after very little use. Some soles of shoes can last more than 1,000 years in a landfill. A solution to both of these world problems would be make use of this recovered ocean plastic to create a new consumer product. One that would normally see its end life in a landfill, such as shoes. Today I present a new type of shoe that is made almost entirely out of melted recycled plastic. The base of the shoe has a formed tread to give the shoe a good grip. The upper sole of the shoe is also made of plastic, but instead of melted plastic, it is instead cut, sanded, and cleaned plastic directly from a used milk jug. The product uses black metal screws to attach the band and lower sole, although with more sophisticated production equipment, the final product can be expected to use melted plastic to adhere the pieces together. To ensure the shoe is comfortable, the sole of the shoe is fitted with foam from used child play mats, another product that is historically difficult to recycle. One main problem was that the shoe was highly uncomfortable, not unlike the iconic shoe from the Netherlands, the clog. To fix this, I used child play mats as insoles to give the shoe extra arch support and to make it more comfortable. To prove that this has worked, I walked around for 10 minutes on the rough terrain of the train track. By the way, I was not run over. The result was amazing with no damage to the shoe, and to be honest, it was hard to tell the difference from some other pairs of sandals I have at home. Here's a short clip of me walking, and I also thought it might be cool to see the shoe in action. I would also like to discuss the process for which I made this shoe. To begin with, I collected PET plastic after doing research on the type of plastic that would best suit my shoe. To melt this, I would have to cut the lids and containers into a smaller size. After this, I tried to melt the plastic on the barbecue, but that just made the plastic burn and not melt. This is a reenactment of what happened, as I forgot to record this part, but it went something like this. I had the PET plastic. For this example, I had the container of cherry tomatoes. If you look at the bottom, you can see the PET logo, but it might not show up on camera. I then set the oven temperature to low and waited for about 30 minutes, stirring occasionally. The plastic for this shoe will be easy to collect out of the ocean with the help of new collection devices. The fabrication process is simple. A wooden mold, high temperature oven, and some hand assembly is all that is needed. These shoes could be fabricated anywhere in the world. This would open up the opportunity to fabricate those in poor countries and create new jobs. Together, we could slowly clean up the mess we have created in our oceans. And I was left with a pile of hot, gooey marshmallow plastic. I poured this hot plastic into a wooden mold that I made with the help of my dad. After the plastic had cooled, I used an electric hand sander to smooth the side edges. Then it was just a matter of hot gluing the insole